What up, guys? So welcome back to another video. Real quick, topic of the video is the select ticket we just got today from the patch. Please, if you're new, I recommend getting Blavatsky, Fire Blavatsky. Reason being is because she's gonna help you auto omen 10, like basically nothing. Just it's gonna help you so much. No, if you check your mailbox when you load it up, you get a present, which is the select ticket, which I'm talking about right now, and the 100 million gold. Now 100 million gold for new players is crazy. It's a crazy amount. If you're farming all day, depending on where you farm, of course, you're pulling easily 1 million, 2 million, maybe 3 million. Again, depending on where you farm per day, give or take. Maybe for me, at least, I'm farming a specific place, and I'm getting about maybe 500k, a million, close to a million right now. But it all depends on when you farm. 100 million for new players is just a crazy amount. All right, so make sure you log in. You only have 7 days to collect it, so make sure you collect it once you log in. If you want to wait for the select ticket, maybe 2 days before it expires, I suggest you kind of do that, depending on what units you pull when you're barely beginning playing. So, just that's my thought. But if anything, if you're new, get Fire Blavatsky. It's the best unit in the game for new players. Now, once you get higher in the game, of course, you're gonna have units that can 2-shot, 3-shot the Omen boss, but that's basically end game, or not really end game, but that's when you have one unit maxed out, Transcendence, Fifth Awakening, some of the best rooms you got, then you can one-shot your units. But until you get there, Blavatsky is gonna help you get there. So, but anyways, the topic of this video is picking Blavatsky or picking Water Leto. Now, anybody who's anybody is gonna tell you pick Blavatsky. She's gonna help you farm Omen 10 easily, and I agree with that. You know, she's an amazing unit. I use her on my main account to farm omen 10. They do it in about a minute 30, usually around there, sometimes under a minute, but it's never over a minute 30, give or take. So if you want to go that route, that's great, go for it. Blavatsky, you can't go wrong. But if you want to do maybe 2 birds with 1 stone, it might be a little bit more work. It might. Now I'm saying it might be. Again, it all depends on how you farm, what runes you use, and all that stuff. If you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or not kill, knock 2 birds, whatever. If you want to do it like that, which I'm thinking about doing, you want to go with Water Leto, just regular Water Leto. Now let's go into the collection book. I'm gonna show you guys why I'm recommending getting Leto over Blavatsky. Though I'm not saying Leto is better than Blavatsky, because I don't want to say she is, because she really isn't. Since Blavatsky is really good in Omen 10, like, I don't think there's anybody better than Blavatsky. But if you want to settle for a unit that is about 75% of Blavatsky, then I recommend going for Leto, Water Leto. Now, Blavatsky has 3 dots. If you played any other game, it's damage over time, or whatever other name there is for it. She has 3, which is crazy, but at the same time, her passive, every time the tank gets hit every 5 seconds, your skills are get refilled so much faster over your other units due to her passive. So if you have any other support, if you want to run Blavatsky and Leto, this is good. Use a tank to Blavatsky, Leto, and a DPS maybe. But this is really good. You're gonna have dots going here and there. Blavatsky. I just want to say Blavatsky, if you want to do Omen 10 specifically, which you're usually going to do about 80% of the game, even end game, go for Blavatsky. But again, once you get to end game, your units are going to be able to one shot, two shot, not one shot, but they're going to be able to 2, 3 shot, 4 shot, maybe the dungeon boss. 30 seconds easily, but that's end game, right? Blavatsky is really good for beginners, is what I want to say. So you can't go wrong with Blavatsky for early players. There's nothing wrong. All right, just want to make sure you guys get that. Now let's go to Water Leto. Let's see if I can find her. Don't confuse her with a Leto, because there's 2 different kinds. Here's this is the one I'm talking about. Leto, the Scarlet I can't even say that word. But Leto, just regular Leto. There's no A in the middle, in the beginning, I mean. Now, Leto gives a dot on her first skill. Just one. Same as Blavatsky, but Blavatsky gives fire. Leto gives water. Alright. The other one that Blavatsky gives is attack break on the first skill. And instead of attack break, Leto gives what's the word? There's a word for it. I forget what it is. But she prevents the enemy from getting a buff. But I forget what that word is. But you know what I mean, right? She prevents the enemy from getting buffs. The word is slipping my head, but I know there's a word for that. Now, second skill. Blavatsky gives 2 dots on her second skill. A Leto does not, but she does give 1, which is light damage over time, and increases the defense of all allies for 60 seconds. So, alright, so now you already see the big difference. Blavatsky gives 3 DOTs, damage over time, with their first 2 skills, and only Leto gives 2. Alright? There's a big difference right there. Blavatsky can kill the Omen boss way quicker just due to her second skill. And Leto has to use both skills to even compete with her second skill. Alright? There's that big difference. You're not really using your support for the combo skill. It's beneficial, of course, but you're not using it. You're using it more for the dots. At least these 2 specific units. Now, her passive heals a tank for, I don't know, but it's 80% chance, of course, every time you use a skill. So, she's good in that regard. She keeps your tank healed, and I got a notification there, I don't know why, but she keeps your tank healed, right? Okay, and her passive gives speed, which is good. But now, Blavatsky is the best dotter in the game. There's no other unit that dots, I believe, 3 times, or has the potential to dot 3 times. You cannot compare Leto to Blavatsky in the damage over time category. Blavatsky is just the queen. Alright? She's a queen in Omen. That's it. Omen 10. Now, when I said in the beginning of the video is that if you want to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, Omen 11, my bad. Omen 11 is a water unit. Blavatsky, even though I think it's possible for her to dot, she will be targeted first due to the fact that she's a water. I mean, she's a fire and the boss is a water. So unless you're running a fire tank, she's gonna get hit. Now, Leto is a water unit, of course, so she's not gonna be targeted by the boss in the first place, unless, of course, all your units are dying and she's in the wrong place, wrong time. But as long as you have any other tank, she's not gonna be targeted first. All right, and she heals your tank, so there's that buff. Now, due to the fact that Leto can give dots, both of her skills, and she's a water unit, means you can bring her into Omen 10 and Omen 11. Okay. Now, actually, let me check Omen 11. I don't even think I have it open. But there is another reason why I'm suggesting Leto, right? Hopefully this video is not too long. So let's see. So as you can see, Omen 10 is fire. Blavatsky is amazing in this place. Luckily for me, I'm able to farm Omen 10 with this team. So for me, Fire Blavatsky will make my team faster overall, but it's not going to dramatically change my playstyle right now, if that makes any sense. And let me just explain it. The only way she's going to benefit me right now is that she's going to make my team faster, which is good. Making your units run quicker is better, always. But she's not going to help me in Omen 10. At least, Omen 11. At least, I don't think he has a passive that takes that thing away. So he doesn't. So you want to use Leto here, water Leto. Again, due to the fact that she has dots on her first two skills, she keeps her tank alive. At least has a chance to keep him alive. So that's my thought process. Of course, farming Omen 10, Omen 11. Why do I keep saying 10? Omen 11 is basically like maybe like 20%, 30% of your farming time, due to the fact that you can only get two specific type of equipment here, and the rest of the time you're gonna be farming Omen 10, where Blavatsky is the queen. Even that being said, though, if you wanna just knock out two birds with one stone and not focus on Blavatsky just to have to focus on another unit because she can't handle Omen 11, I suggest you go for Water Leto. Now, I could be wrong about this, I honestly can, but at the same time, I'm going to try it. I may regret it, but don't take, hopefully I said this in the beginning of the video, just this is my opinion at least. Don't take my word that seriously. Blavatsky, as I said, is the best unit in Omen 10 by far. But for Omen 11, I don't think she can hold her own if you can barely do Omen 10. She's going to be the first one to be targeted if you don't have a fire tank. If you have a water tank, she's going to be the first one to be targeted. Well, not necessarily the first one, but she will be targeted at some point. So my idea so far right now is to get not a Leto, I keep saying Leto. To get Leto, just regular Leto, rune her up, get those dots, take it to Omen 10, see how good her dots do there, and then go to omen 11, which I haven't done. I can't do it yet. Maybe I could do it after I get Leto. Who knows? Get Leto. Do omen 11. Obviously, I gotta make my tank stronger because I'm pretty sure this omen 11 basically kills my main unit on my main account. So, there's that. But so what I'm suggesting you do is just hold on to that ticket. If you don't want to wait, again, you can't go wrong with Blavatsky. Fire Blavatsky. Not just any regular Blavatsky. Fire Blavatsky. You won't go wrong with her. You won't. There's nothing wrong in any way, shape, or form with getting Fire Blavatsky. But again, there's just that one big if. You just want to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. You can get Leto, Water Leto, and do Omen 10, and then proceed to do Omen 11 easier per se. So again, this is just my opinion. I'm gonna try it. Again, I might regret not picking Fire Blavatsky, but I do believe that even if I'm proven wrong when I do it, I'm not really gonna lose anything to the fact that I can still do Omen 10, even if it is at 2 minutes still. I'm not really gonna lose anything. So yeah, if you can't do Omen 10 yet, then I do suggest getting Blavatsky. But if you do want to wait that extra, if you want to do that extra struggle to just get an Omen 10 team, get Leto, and then you could just switch that team over to the Omen 11, and I have to raise another unit, basically. At least that's my thought process, because I don't have a lot of resources that I want to be wasting just like that. But the safest choice I can do right now is get Blavatsky, and I'll be good. That's my safe choice. But if you guys just want to wait, again, I'm explaining myself here like 5 times, but I just want to make sure you guys don't just rush into it. And if you do rush into it, just I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with getting Fire Blavatsky. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But if you just want to wait a day or 2 for me to get Leto, rune her up, take it to Omen 10, and then maybe Omen 11, and make a video about it, and you guys get a better perspective, just waiting 2 days. Maybe I'll upload it today's Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday. If you guys could just wait 2 days and see the progress I did, or not progress, you could just pick Blavatsky. But I just want to note this one more time. This is only if you don't want to be raising an extra unit, because at the end of the day, long run, you will be raising other units. But this is just for experiment's sake, than just getting Blavatsky and just being safe on it. Any other YouTuber, any other community in the community or whatever, will recommend Blavatsky over Leto. But I'm recommending doing Leto over Blavatsky. I haven't even talked about the second thing. Hopefully you guys are still watching. But now the second reason why I'm choosing Leto over Blavatsky is because the water dungeon, which is, I don't think it's here yet. We have flame. The water dungeon requires support units. Once you get to floor 10, then you move on to floor 11. You can only do 11, and 12 with support units. Now, Blavatsky is gonna have a hard time. Obviously, it's not gonna be that hard because I could do Omen 11 with my Blavatsky on my main account. Sometimes it fails, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it's like 80-20. 80% that it's successful and 20% chance that it fails. But if I could get that Leto in there, do those dots, it'll be, in my opinion, much safer. Leto's passive isn't really going to be good in the water dungeon. I don't think Blavatsky's passive is going to be good either. Let me look it up. No, this is just a discussion video, I guess. Oh, we're looking at Blavatsky, not Leto. Alright, so Blavatsky's passive isn't gonna be all that good in the dungeon. Water dungeon. So there is that. But again, if you guys made it this far in the video, just wait till Thursday, maybe Friday. But I'll be farming all day today, so maybe by tomorrow, maybe late tomorrow, I'll have Leto ruined up, level 60. I'll test around Omen 10, and then test around Omen 11 if I can do it, because you need a stronger team, I believe, because my main team can't even do that yet, or because I haven't really tried, to be honest, but they can't auto it. Yeah, so there's that. Blavatsky is good in Omen 10, and basically any other dungeon that isn't floor 11 and 12, because you got to use specific units there. Leto is good in Omen 10, possibly Omen 11, haven't tested it out, and the water dungeon 11 and 12. So that's the main reason why I'm suggesting getting Leto over Blavatsky, because Leto would be overall more useful everywhere, not everywhere else, but more useful in more places than Blavatsky just in Omen 10. And you know, because if you do floor 10 magic, water, fire, forest, whatever. Now we can't do forest because she's water, right? But a Leto could do all of that too, plus floor 11 for the water dungeon and floor 12 for the water dungeon. So that's the reason why I'm recommending Leto. Considering tomorrow is the water dungeon, I will try my best to get Leto. It shouldn't take that long, to be honest, but just for the runes and stuff like that, to make sure she's ready, it will take me like at least 24 hours. So if you guys want to hold off on that ticket and wait for my video, you know, that'll be great. Just more information for you. You don't really lose anything except a day or two waiting for a demonstration, I guess. But again, if you don't want to wait, Blavatsky's always a good choice, the safest choice in this case. So yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like me just talking about random stuff, so yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess.